Hello my dear friends. In our previous video, we just recalled how to draw an angle bisector which we learned in our previous standard. Now today or in this video we are going to see a new concept which is called as in center and in circle. So in circle or in center is nothing but the intersection point of all the angle bisector of a triangle. You will understand it better after practice. Let's try. Suppose students, now I am drawing one acute angled triangle. Suppose this triangle ABC is an acute angle triangle, okay, and we have to find out intersection point of all its angle bisectors. We have to bisect this angle B, angle C and angle A. So we learn how to bisect one angle. Suppose we have to bisect angle B, means this angle ABC. So let's not think about these two angles. Now can you bisect this angle? By the technique we learned in our last video. Naturally yes. So let's try to bisect it. So for that what we have to do? Just take any approximate distance in compass. Put the tip of the compass on point B. Draw two arcs intersecting two arms. Got it students? So here I have plotted two arcs. Now what I have to do? Next is either we can keep the same distance or we can increase. Our motive is to just draw one angle bisector. I am going to increase it such that their intersection point should be much away out of this triangle. You will understand why I am taking such big distance. Okay, I plotted one arc from this intersection point. So now I have to plot one arc from this intersection point. Okay guys, these two arcs I have plotted and this is nothing but their intersection point. Now I have to connect this intersection point with B. So the line segment passing through B and that intersection point, so a ray passing through B and that intersection point will give us angle bisector of angle ABC. So let's draw it. Okay, so this suppose BD is angle bisector of angle ABC. Now we have to bisect angle ACB, means we have to bisect this angle. We learn how to bisect an angle. We learn how to bisect angle of different orientations. So consider that there are these two angles are not available, A and B. So can we bisect this angle ACB? Naturally yes. So let's try to bisect it. Once again we have to take any random distance in compass. I am taking any random distance in compass. Put the tip of the compass on point C, which is the origin of the angle. Why I am putting the compass on point C? Because we are bisecting this angle, right? So I am keeping okay and draw two arcs respectively. One arc intersecting this arm, one arc will intersect this arm. Okay guys, now from this intersection point we have to draw one arc and from this intersection point we have to draw one arc. Let's once again do the same trick. Let's increase the distance such that intersection point of both of the arcs should come out of the triangle. So I have increased the distance, this distance I have increased. Now from this intersection point I will plot one arc and from this intersection point also I will plot one arc. Now these 2 points, this point, intersection point of arcs and point C, we have to connect. So let's connect it. Students, why I am telling you take this consider that these arcs should intersect out of the triangle or in the exterior of the triangle, because see, if you try to find out angle bisector, naturally those angle bisectors will go from the interior of the angle, right? So ultimately it will go from the interior of the triangle. It will never happen that angle bisector will go out of the triangle, right? So here will be too much confusion or conflict of arcs in the interior of the triangle. So I tried to keep this arcs out of the triangle. Got it? Now we have bisected angle B, we have bisected angle C. Let's bisect angle A. We have to bisect this angle BAC. Means we need not to worry about these two angles. Now students, if these two angles are not available or not there, and you have to bisect this angle only, can you bisect it? Yes. So let's bisect by our technique. Take any distance in the compass, put the tip of the compass on A. Why I am putting it on A? Because that is the, we have to bisect angle BAC, right? Draw two arcs, one arc intersecting this arm, one arc intersecting this arm. Now increase the distance so that the arcs plotted from this point will come out of the triangle, right? And without changing the distance, the arc plotted from this point also will come out of the triangle. Now we just have to connect these 2 points. Okay? After connecting these 2 points, we will get angle bisector. Okay guys, now did you notice all these angle bisectors are meeting at one point, and that point is in the interior of the triangle, right? So this point is called as incenter. It is always coming in the interior of the triangle, so this point is called as incenter. Previously we learned circumcenter, that was the intersection point of sides of triangle. Now we learn incenter, that is intersection point of angles of a triangle. Why it is called as incenter? Because if we draw a circle considering this as center, it will go from the interior of the circle. That circumcenter was interior of the triangle. Circumcenter was passing through the exterior, touching to the vertices. Now circle will pass through the interior, right? So naturally it cannot touch to the vertices. So where will it touch? It will touch to these sides. Let us see how. But remember one most important thing while drawing incenter, that we cannot take distance directly from this point. Let's consider it as point I. So we cannot take distance or radius of a circle as I to A or I to B or I to C, because see, so I'll try to take I to A. This much distance is there. Is it equals to I to C? No. Right? Is it equals to I to B? No. Means we cannot take distance directly equals to I to A. Then what we have to do? We have to draw one perpendicular from this point I on any side, like side BC, side AC or side AB. So let's draw a perpendicular from this point I on side B. How to draw perpendicular? For that we have to use either this protector or this set square. I will prefer to use set square. I'll suggest you to use set square because locating this point is easier by using set square rather than protector. Okay, so I will adjust the base of the set square on this side. Adjusted. Got it? Now what I have to do? I have to adjust it such that this height should touch to this point. So for that what I have to do? I have to slide it like this. Now at this point it should be such that its base is touching to side and height is touching to that point. It should not happen that only height is touching and base is not aligned to the side. It's wrong. Or it should not happen that base is aligned properly but height is not touching to this point. That is also wrong. So we have to adjust the set square such that base should align on the side and height should touch to this point. So let's adjust it. At this point I have adjusted it such that base is touching to the side of the triangle and height is touching to the point. Okay guys, now let's draw a perpendicular from this point. Okay, if I will draw this perpendicular, here it will be 90-degree angle. Let's say it has point ABC. This is D, this is E, this is F, G, IG. Now I have to consider I as the center of the circle. Listen, I should be the center of the circle and I to G, whatever is the distance, that should be the radius of the circle. Okay guys, now to draw this circle, what I have to take? What I have to do? I have to take distance in compass equals to IG, means tip of the compass on I and pencil on point G. So this much distance is equals to IG, and considering I as center, IG as radius, let's draw one circle. This circle is going through the interior and touching all the sides from inside of the circle.